Hello and welcome to the best $1,500 gaming PC build of the month for June 2023. My name is Corey with Newb Computer Build.com. Welcome to this month's update for the gaming PC builds of the month. If you haven't checked these out before, I do these build updates every single month for various different budgets of builds, depending on what your goals are for gaming and what your budget may be and things like that. But so if you have a different budget than $1,500, go check out the other articles or videos that I may have posted or whatnot at newbcomputerbuild.com. Jumping into the $1,500 build. So this build, who is this build for? If you have $1,500, well, it's for you if you have $1,500 and you're looking to build a gaming PC, or it's for, if you're thinking about performance, it's for those that want to game really well at the higher resolution sort of range. So I'm talking about if you have 1080p, you're going to blast through any game possible, really high FPS, but going into 2K resolution, same thing, or 1440p, it also played quite well into 4K. And then if you want to go over and above that, you're going to have to obviously purchase a more expensive graphics card, for example, and you can push 4K even further, which if you visit the site, we do have upgrade potential ideas as well for that. However, for this build specifically, I always think of the $1,500 build as a high-end build, as it probably fulfills most gamers' needs at those higher resolutions. And then there's always diminishing returns the more you add cost-wise to your build in terms of performance that you get back. So this is kind of that sweet high-end spot. But let's jump into it. So the $1,500 gaming PC build of the month. I'll get into some of the updates as I go through the hardware if you've checked out these videos before and you've been planning your build, but let's get started. So the CPU we have this month, and the same one we had last month and introduced last month, is the newer AMD Ryzen 5 7600X CPU here from AMD. This is currently coming in at $240.82. It doesn't come with a cooler, mind you. However, it is a great gaming CPU. I quite prefer these newer Ryzen Zen 4s over the alternative that you could get, which you may save a little bit of cash if you went with Intel, for example. So Intel, kind of the equivalent here would be the Intel i5 13400, which also you could use older gen hardware such as DDR4 memory, etc., plus maybe get a bit of a cheaper motherboard, and you might be able to save on the overall cost of your build. However, gaming-wise, performance will be a little less, and in my opinion, future-proof-wise, might as well jump on the AM5 platform with these new Ryzen CPUs, which would be my preference. So just leaving that out there for you Intel folks out there right now, as that's still an option, and you wouldn't be going down the wrong path if you went down that path, but this is the one I'm recommending. And if you want to save even further cash on your CPU, you can consider something like the Ryzen 5 7600 Non-X as an alternative. It will come with a cooler as well, so you'll be able to save a little cash. Performance will be a little bit less based on gaming benchmarks. However, you'd still be within the same ballpark. All right, let's move on. So like I said, doesn't include a cooler. So the cooler we're recommending this month is the Noctua NH U12S Redux air cooler here for $54.95. The motherboard we're pairing with this is the MSI Pro B650P Wi-Fi Pro Series motherboard at $200.18 right now at the start of June. This I think it was a couple dollars less last month, but this is kind of the range when we're talking about upgrading to the latest gen hardware. The motherboards are a little more expensive, but this is a great motherboard to support this build overall. The graphics card we have here is this has been a big upgrade this month, going with the kind of newer cards that are out. This is kind of the one of the lower cost latest gen GPUs out there right now, but performs phenomenally in all games. So this is the Asus GeForce RTX 4070 graphics card at $599.99, which is phenomenal. This is a great card in my opinion. Yeah, let's moving on. So memory we have using the newer hardware with DDR5. So taking advantage of that with the Crucial RAM 16 gigabyte kit of Crucial memory here. Dual kit of 8 gig sticks for $39.99. Great price for DDR5. It's come down quite a bit over the last few months or since launch quite a while ago here. The storage we have is a Crucial P3 plus 1 terabyte NVMe SSD for $45.80. Power supply we have had to, power supplies have been a bit interesting over the last, I want to say 3, 4, 5 months, as they kind of go out of stock quickly. And they, prices are shifting around a little bit. Last month I had a Be Quiet version of an 850 watt power supply, which I quite like. This one's also a good power supply, but the Be Quiet ones aren't in stock at the moment. But you could check out those or check out last month's build if you wanted other recommendations. But this is the Corsair RM series. RM 850, 850 watt power supply for $139.99 at the moment. And then the case that we have for this one is the classic Corsair 4000D. Also the same case as last month for $104.99. So that brings us for June an estimated price at the start of June of under $1,500. So this is an under $1,500 gaming PC build at $1,427. Jumping into some upgrade suggestions, should you want some of those if you have more to spend or want ideas for the future. So jumping into that. So again, because these have switched around a little bit this month. Given that the new graphics card inclusion, there's a new one here. So if you had a little more to spend, about what was it, $600 for the 4070, it's about $800 for a 4070 Ti, which is this card will really push you to the next level, but for a couple $100 more. So this one here is the PNY GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, coming in at $799.99 at the moment, which is a great card for a decent price, but a little pricey. CPU, if you want to upgrade that, one of the best performing CPUs gaming wise on the market at the moment is the Ryzen 7950 X3D, which is a great gaming CPU at $630.92. So again, cooler not included. You will need one. Liquid cooler is recommended for this particular CPU, but it is a phenomenal CPU. Memory, you could bump it up, double the memory, go with a Crucial 32 gig kit, comparable to the one above, but $80.99 for this one, or or a cooler alternative as well. Say if you wanted to go with the CPU alternative, or if you wanted a more customized cooler or something like that, you can go with something like the Be Quiet BW008 Pure Loop, which is the 360 millimeter all-in-one cooling system from Be Quiet for $124.90. Well, that does it for the best $1,500 gaming PC build of the month for June 2023. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that as you're building your PC, do visit the site newbcomputerbuild.com. More than willing to help you out. But otherwise, best of luck building your gaming PC, and I'll see you back next month.